Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us on 13 Now this afternoon. My name is Tessa Bentulan. We start now with the famous Glenville Bridge. You all know this. It's soon going to get a makeover, which is going to try and reduce the amount of times crashes happen at the Glenville Bridge. I want to pull up some video for you guys so you remember this bridge. The State Department of Transportation just announced work will start next week to install an electronic vehicle detection system. So DOT says what this is, it's going to use infrared sensors, message boards, and flashing signs to warn drivers that they're in danger of hitting the bridge ahead. And as we've reported several times in the past, the bridge along the Glen Ridge Road has been hit by trucks that are way too tall for that 10-foot, 11-inch overpass, as you saw there. This project, it costs about $1.5 million. And our Dan Levy is on this story today. He's going to be covering it for us, and he'll have live updates on this story starting live at 4 o'clock. Now let's bring in our meteorologist, Paul Caiano. I'm going to bring him in right now. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Tessa.
So we've had some pretty mild weather the past couple of days, which I find pretty interesting considering we had so much snow last week.
Yeah, I mean, it was enough to melt off the snow. Temperatures are in the 30s to around 40. The wind isn't helping. It's adding a little bit of a chill. I think most folks would say for this time of year, they'd like a little bit better. But I mean, you know how spring goes around here. Sometimes it fits and starts, and it takes a while before we can really get into the real nice stuff. So we'll see if any of that's coming in the forecast. For now, though, we're under a circulation. You'll see it here backing in from the Maritimes. And that's why the cloud cover is coming in from Canada and eastern New England. It's heading back in our direction from the coast. And that's really kind of keeping us socked in. Not a lot of sun, some breaks, some bright spots, but that'll be it over the next couple of days. I want to turn our attention out to the west. And not often that we look out at California and Oregon, but you see that big swirl down off the northwest coast. That's pushing a storm inland, and that storm's going to race across the jet stream flow and head in our direction for late Friday and into Saturday. Right now, the latest computer trends have this thing shearing off to our south with little snow accumulation. For now, we'll see how things pan out. For the rest of the day today, some bright spots, but a lot of clouds, temperatures in the 30s with a breeze adding to the chill. We'll keep that theme going into the day tomorrow. Notice we'll have a lot of clouds and some breaks of sun through Thursday and into Friday. Next system, though, that one from the west will arrive late Friday. Watch the bottom left of the screen. You see that light snow coming in, but watch where it goes overnight Friday night. It kind of stays along I-90 and points south, and then it kind of just diminishes off to the south and east by Saturday morning. If that trend holds, very little accumulation in the greater capital district. If it nudges to the north a little bit, and that's still a question that might happen, then we could be looking at a little bit of accumulation for the beginning of the weekend. So for today, a 38 with mostly cloudy skies and that breeze, back down to the 20s tonight. We'll maintain the mostly cloudy skies into the day Thursday, thickening clouds Friday night and Saturday. That system comes through and off to our south, lower 40s for the balance of the weekend. And remember, Tessa, 1 hour ahead, clocks go Saturday evening or Sunday morning as we begin daylight saving time.
I forgot about that. I saw it on Twitter actually a couple days ago that someone was saying, oh my gosh, thank goodness that the clocks go forward an hour. And I was like, oh yes, because I'm so tired of getting out of work at 6 o'clock, 6:30, and it's pitch black outside.
We will almost immediately have sunsets starting on Sunday that are after 7 p.m.
Yes, I'm so excited about this. I remember
I like putting a smile on your face.
It's not that hard, but when it comes to the sun, it makes it, I like that. The smile comes on my face so easily. You guys put out a post a couple weeks ago about like the sunset's going to go past 7 o'clock in just a couple of weeks. And I didn't realize how fast that went. So this is so exciting for him. So
yeah, it's great.
I'm sure everyone
Spring is right around the corner. Yeah, exactly.
Thank goodness. All right. Well, Paul, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, moving on now. We've got a 13 Investigate story that we're airing today. It's my story that I've been working on for the past couple of months here. It's a local health group that's warning that changes that are coming to a new Medicaid model for the state is actually going to hurt them. The Damien Center, it's a local HIV and AIDS group that is supposed to better the lives of these vulnerable communities who live with the virus. But they say this new model from the state is actually going to kind of be like a life or death situation for these HIV patients. So this new model is called NYRX. It is an attempt for the state to get a handle on costly prices of prescription drugs. But the Damien Center, they say that because of this new model that's taking effect in just a couple of weeks on April 1st, once it does, their budget is going to get cut, and about $1 million is going to get cut from their budget of the $3.5 million budget total. So the Damien Center says this is going to force them to have to cut off some services for people. We're going to hear from the Damien Center in my story live at 5 o'clock, and you'll hear what he has to say and what services they're going to have to cut. And we'll explain more about this new program from the state that's changing the way they say Medicaid is done here in the state, which is going to affect 8 million people on Medicaid here in New York. That does it for us on 13 Now. It's about 2:45 right now on March 8th. And we'll be back this evening for another 13 Now update starting at 7 o'clock with Rachel Tiede. Have a great day, everyone.